Okay, once again, 86-84 Hawks lead the New Orleans Pelicans here in the fourth quarter. We are live. Sorry for the delay. We had a little weather issues in the area. Hopefully, everybody was safe and sound from the weather issues that we had. Free throws coming up. First one is up, and it is good. That makes it 87-84. So 87-84. Hawks on top.
What do you make of Chicago so far? And the way they've started, Zach LaVine's hurt, but he's going to play through that injury. They're 4-0 in the season.
Well, Brandon Ingram just exited. We're going to try to get word on what happened. Well, hopefully nothing serious. What do I think about Chicago? I said
second free throw coming up by Atlanta.
They should have been the very top of Zach Lowe's most watchable teams.
Is no good. Ball goes back over to the Pels. Pels lead 87-84. Here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter tonight, we'll have post-game coverage. And the shot is no good. Ball offensive rebound by the Pels. Graham goes, passes it. And a nice little basket. And the Pels lead by one. The Pels up by one, 87, down by one, 87-86.
Brandon Ingram off the floor and heading back to the locker room. How about that dumb down? Okay, Mr. Murphy, not just a sweet shooter, good finish.
Okay, once again, 87-84, 8 minutes and some change left. Once again, let's go ahead and go over the numbers here in this game. Okay, Pelicans are shooting 46%. The Hawks are shooting 43%. Three-point shooting, the Pels at 9 of 30, 30% on three-point shots. 7 of 25 for the Hawks for about 28%. Free throw shooting for Pels are at 100 and Atlanta at 80. Rebounding aspects, Atlanta leads 44-34. They also lead 18-7 on offensive boards, and the Pels lead on defensive boards 27-26. Now the turnovers is 10-9, so the turnovers has been minimized by the Pels tonight. So good job by the Pels, kind of minimizing those turnovers. So points off of turnovers is 10 even. Fast break points, Atlanta leads 14-12. So let me see. Atlanta leads 14-12, and 14-12, and also 46-44. So 46-44. They lead in the points to the paint department. So the score is 87-86. Also, NBA scores tonight. Washington and Boston tied up at 94. Miami on top 90-82. Indiana down 96-78. And Minnesota down up 73-65, and the Lakers on top 81-74. And other games tonight, Charlotte winning 120-111, and the other three games tonight, Sacramento, Phoenix, Memphis, and Portland, and also the Clippers versus Cleveland. So that's your games for this evening. So we'll give you an MLB update, World Series. Okay, World Series, it is 5-1 Astros in the top of the fifth. So 5-1 Astros, top five here on Wednesday night. Also, we'll give you an NHL scoreboard. So let's give you those NHL scores. Okay, Florida on top 3-1. Detroit tied up at 2. Chicago on top 2-1. And Dallas tied up at 1. Also, after 9 o'clock will be Edmonton taking on Philadelphia. So that's your games for the NHL tonight. We are waiting for the feed to return from ESPN. ESPN has the feed. So once again, thanks for joining. Thanks for coming in tonight. We appreciate it. If you want to come in and video chat, you can do that. We got the links posted. So let's get back to game coverage. Ball will go back to the Atlanta Hawks. Let's see if Atlanta will make a shot. That shot is no good. So it's still 87-86. So let's see if the Pels can get a shot off here. And the ball goes down low. They'll pass it. And a three. Knocks it down. Knocks it down. Devontae Graham knocks down a three. Makes it 89-87. 89-87. So 89-87 to score. 3-point shot by Atlanta. No good. And the ball will go back over to
Now, will Willie Green want to challenge that? He's asking, are you sure? He's thinking about using his challenge here, and he just called a timeout to challenge it.
yeah, I think it was. I think it was tipped out of bounds. I think it was last touched by the Atlanta Hawks.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world.
So your score is 89-87. We're in a challenge situation right now. So we're waiting on the outcome of that challenge. So thanks for joining us here. We'll have Saints preview tomorrow. We won't have it tonight. We're doing the game tonight. No Saints preview tonight. We'll have it tomorrow. And we'll have Southeastern preview as well. So once again, thanks for joining us here. Appreciate you coming in. So 89-87. We'll have post-game show coverage right after. So let's give you the fourth quarter stats. I'm going to give you those in just a second. Let me hit the share screen buttons. And I'll give you the fourth quarter stat box in a second. Okay, fourth quarter stats. Let's go over to the fourth quarter stats. Okay, the Pelicans are shooting 42%. Atlanta's shooting 12% here in the fourth quarter. 2-point shooting, Atlanta is at 25. Pelicans at 33. 3-point shooting, the Pels are 2 of 4. In the fourth quarter, shooting the 3. And Atlanta's 0 for 4, shooting the 3 as well. So he scores once again. And then free throw shooting, Pelicans got to the line. They're shooting 100%. And Atlanta at 33% in the fourth quarter. So your score is 89-87 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to the game cast. And we have the game audio up in just a few minutes once the game resumes.
Through the first week of the 75th anniversary season, and the Grizzlies take on the Blazers in Portland coming up next. A successful challenge by Pelicans head coach Willie.
Yep, so it was out of bounds.
Capella knocked it out of bounds.
So Capella did knock it out of bounds. Yep.
So it's New Orleans ball.
So the ball goes back to the Pels.
7.5 remaining. A 12-3 start to this quarter for the Pelicans. Hawks just 1 of 7 from the
3-point shot is no good. Ball goes back over to the Hawks. Score is still 89-87. So let's see if the Pels can get a stop on defense.
Trae Young, 23 points, 10 of 18 from the floor, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Shot clock at 5. Here's Capella.
Capella for a shot, no good. Ball goes back to the Pels, still leading 89-87.
defensive rebound.
Let's see if the Pels can
Neither this game did.
Because Atlanta's nearing 20 offensive rebounds on the night. Here's Graham. Shot clock is down to 5.
So shot clock down to 5. They got to get it off. Get it off in time. And good! 92-87. So Graham knocks down the 3 ball. And the shot is no good by Atlanta. Ball going back over. Atlanta still has it. And the shot is good. So it's 92-89. Pels lead. Here with 6 minutes and some change left. Let's see if the Pels can get something going here. Graham will try to knock one down. No good. Ball goes back over to the Atlanta Hawks. Pelicans lead 92-89. 3-point shot, no good. So that ball will go back over to the Pels.
Gets back to the shooting they were guilty of in the first period.
And the ball's blocked shot by Atlanta. Going back over to the Hawks. Shot is no good. Ball will go back over to the Pels. And Nikhil goes and won't get it. Valanciunas almost had a basket.
Trying to go to 3 and 1.
And alive is easy dunk is good by Collins. Makes it 92-91. The score is 92-91.
Atlanta's got a back tomorrow night at Washington. Trying to get the win here in New Orleans, but the Pelicans are up 1 out on the floor.
4:57 remaining. Score is 92-91. Here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're all live. Once again, so let's give you another update on some NBA games going on. Give you another update. Okay, NBA games going on tonight. It's Boston down 103-94. Atlanta, Miami on top 94-87. Toronto on top 96-78. Milwaukee on top, down 87-73. And the Oklahoma City Thunder on top, down 91-85 to the Lakers. So that's in the game tonight. So your score here is 92-91. 4 minutes and 57 seconds remaining in the game. So we'll get back to the game coverage.
Next leading scorer with 25 points. Devontae Graham has 21 points. 8 of 15 from the floor, 5 of 9 from 3. Brandon Ingram with 18 points as well for the Pelicans to go with 6 rebounds and 4 assists.
So as we went away to break, Trae Young ended up having an extended conversation with one of the officials. One of the things he did in the offseason was he talked to Monty McCutcheon, watched some videotape with him, trying to make sure he had a clear understanding of what the rules changes were about. Big time delivery there.
So Brandon Ingram gets the basket, 94-91. So let's see if Atlanta can get a basket here. And the shot is no good. Ball going back over to the Pels. Pels leading 94-91.
He's getting to the spots on the floor, Dave. He's just not making shots.
And Atlanta as a team only 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Ingram into the paint.
And Ingram tried to get the shot in the paint. No good.
Loose ball foul is called.
It's going to be a loose ball foul.
Yeah. It's interesting, though. You see Deandre Hunter, right? Challenge from behind. Just because somebody gets by you, don't stop your effort. Trail and contest from the rear view.
Here's Young weaving through.
So Trae Young, let's see if they'll pass it. They'll pass it over. And the shot is good. Ties the game at 94.
I mean, it was 3 for 10 before that. And we're getting down to crunch time. No hesitation. Short memory.
Bolden Bogdanovich makes a shot.
Inside 4 minutes to
So let's see
go.
if the Pels can get something going here. And the basket is no good by the Pels. Ball goes back to the Atlanta Hawks. So let's see if the Atlanta Hawks. And good defensive play by the Pels, going back over to the Pels. So it's a reach in on Bogdanovich.
Second team foul on Atlanta.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has been working. He and Clint Capella, it's been fun to watch. You commit fully, and you make sure if you come off the body of Capella, you've got to have this play. Because if you don't make that play, it's a lob over your head and a dunk and some more momentum.
Excellent play by the 10-year veteran. He's a former number 5 overall pick.
So let's see if the Pels can knock down a shot.
Alexander Walker.
Walker will miss. And the ball will go back over to the Hawks. So it's a tie game. Okay, once again, you scored 94-94 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We are live tonight. We'll be live on Friday for high school football. So the high school football show will be resumed on Friday night. And we'll be live for the Tulane Cincinnati game on Saturday, and also Southeastern game on Saturday night as well. So we'll be live for both games. So that is the plan for us. So 94-94. Okay, the Lakers on top 95-91. And so that's in the game tonight. Toronto on top 107-92 against the Pacers. So we're back live.
Ryan Williamson, the rescue, still out with that foot fracture. No timetable yet for his season debut. Brandon Ingram will again carry the load for the Pelicans down the stretch.
There's a lot on his shoulders. This was the point in the game. I know the score was different against Minnesota, but when the game pressure was on, he made 3 consecutive shots and closed the window on the Timberwolves. What does he have in store for us here?
Physical Trae Young out on the perimeter and guarding him some 30 feet away from the goal. But Bogdanovich with 4, and foul is called.
It's going to be a foul coming in.
Team foul on New Orleans.
They're letting Bogdanovich be the playmaker down the stretch here, right? Multiple occasions where he is the one who's finding the ball and creating action.
Ball will go back to the Atlanta Hawks. So let's see if Atlanta can get a basket here. Trae Young knocks it down. 96-94. So Trae Young gets the J. It's 96-94.
Create their own or create for others.
27 points for Young. Just above 50% shooting from the field. Ingram in the chest of Capella. To the corner. Jones.
And 3-point shot, no good. And the ball will go back to the Atlanta Hawks.
Big possession defensively for New Orleans now. And the rookie Jones charged with trying to stop Trae Young here. Here comes the screen from Capella.
And the shot is good. Got Trae Young again. 98-94. And the basket is good. That's Valanciunas.
That's a 2-point game, 98-96.
So 98-96 to score. Let's see if the Pels can get a defensive stop. That's going to be an offensive foul against the Hawks.
Now they're saying that he put his left leg out. That was the motion by the official. So they send him off a stagger. No, that if it's on anyone, it's Capella. That's a trip on Capella.
98-96.
98-96 your score.
Third foul on Capella.
Let's see if the Pels can capitalize.
Again, Ingram trying to
They'll try to go to the lane, and the shot is good. Ties the game at 98.
Collins really not respecting that he was an option offensively. He made him pay.
So 98-98, and no good. Let's see if they get a three here. And the three is no good. By the Hawks. Ball going back over to the Pels. Score still 98 apiece. No good.
Jones trying to save it. Boy, no whistle. Delayed whistle, but it is Atlanta ball.
I'm sorry, Herb Jones. The man known for his defense. That move on John Collins, my goodness.
Second round pick, 35th overall. Son of a coach, played for his dad in high school in Tuscaloosa. A minute to go. Here's Young from deep.
From downtown, and the basket is good. So 198. Atlanta on top, 198. They'll call a timeout. Pels.
Pelicans, Hawks by 2.
We showed you John Collins' high-flying act before. He's posterized many an NBA opponent. Offensive rebound's been a problem for New Orleans all night. Mr. Collins up in the air and gives him a 2-point. It's just beautiful.
So 2-point lead. I'm gonna be honest with you. That John Collins guy, dude, is absolutely off the charts, slamming the ball. So he scores 198 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're all live tonight. So let's see. We have anybody? Nope. We don't. Let's see if we. Uh-oh. Shit. Damn it. It rings. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See if this is not on private. One like my broadcast. Not on private. Yep, one like my broadcast. So the score is 198. Should score when we put it back on.
Put back dunk by Collins, almost a turnover on the inbound.
Take the shot.
Ingram finds it, cutting Jones. There's contact.
The shot is no good.
Go to the line for 2.
He'll go to the line for 2 and a foul.
Because, again, John Collins is shading over to try to take the ball out of the hands of Brandon Ingram. That means the guys around him have got to be opportunistic. Jones makes a ball side cut at exactly the right time, and it's why he's right here.
First one is up and good.
First foul in the last 2 minutes on Atlanta. Jones, the player of the year and the defensive player of the year in the SEC last year. He's 23 years old. Played collegiately at Alabama. Trae Young was not out there for that last defensive possession. Is back on the floor. Pelicans are 8 for 8 at the line tonight.
Second round pick, this guy at the free throw line. 5th overall in the second round, 35th. Don't hang your head if you're not.
Shot is no good.
Missed the second one though, so it's Hawks ball.
The ball goes back to the Hawks. 98, 199.
Here comes that double screen again with Bogdanovich and Capella. They get Graham, and now the switch. It's Marshall on Young with the shot clock at 7. Young.
They don't have to get it off.
Down drives, left-handed
Shot is no good.
Rebound Collins, and a late whistle of foul is called on the Collins strip.
But John Collins by himself has 7 offensive rebounds. Trae taking some time to get up.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, did he turn his ankle?
An awkward landing. Marshall picked up the foul, the first in the last 2 minutes on New Orleans. It'll be a Hawks side out. Young walking it off. Landed on Brandon Ingram's left foot there with his right foot.
7 offensive rebounds by John Collins alone. And it's always what happens, right? Somebody touches the paint, everybody's in rotation, particularly at this moment, which opens you up on the backside to offensive rebounding. All the little details for a young Pelicans team.
It's been a spectacular night for Trae Young. 29 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds.
14 seconds on the shot clock. There was a stretch where they were playing through Bogdanovich, but then started to play back through Trae Young again. How about how efficient that lift, catch, and regather was? The floater game is on point. The range, and I'm talking big-time range. We already told you, 34 to 36 feet. Trae Young is the most prolific scorer. And tonight, 29-7. I mean, the exclusive company this guy is keeping. 25 points and 9 assists averaged over multiple seasons at that age.
Think about it. This is his 4th game of this season. He's already over 5,000 points for his career.
6 times in the playoffs he went for 30. Like, the bigger the show, the more he wants in.
So shot clock at 14. And Jones again.
So let's see if they get a shot off here.
Young against Ingram. Stops, pops.
And shot no good. Ball goes back over to the Pels. Pels will get the shot. Nope.
Plenty of time as the ball is knocked out of bounds. Pelicans have a timeout as well. 8.5 to shoot.
So Pelicans have full timeout.
Verticality by Capella. It looked like a ton of contact down there.
Bogdanovich was signaling to the officials to look at that, but it did appear that it was off of Atlanta. 8.5 remaining in the game.
So Graham just pushes the pace, sprints into the court. He's just trying to make something happen. I think that's a foul.
Like a foul to me.
I mean,
as well.
I thought that was absolutely a foul. This is the play on the sideline that ensues after that no call.
So no timeouts left for the Pelicans. What do you expect here for New Orleans offensively with 8.5 to go?
I mean, I think in an ideal situation, you're a veteran. The guy who closed the game in your first win, if you were Willie, was Brandon Ingram. But you know, unequivocally, that's the first thing they're looking to take away, Atlanta. Devontae Graham has been tremendous, obviously, with his 21. If you're Atlanta, you're trying to make sure somebody like Herb Jones, if he's still on the floor, does he get it? He is coming out.
And keep in mind, too, you got Valanciunas out there. If you can shoot it early enough to get an offensive rebound. He has missed a free throw this year.
You take Trae Young off the floor, get DeLon right, so you get more size for that fifth defender.
Not going to guard the inbounder is Herb Jones. Here's Ingram. Oh, Hunter slipped for a second. Ingram.
Shot is no good. Atlanta will get the ball.
Murphy lost it as he tried to secure the offensive rebound. Willie Green thought that maybe it was off of Atlanta. The Hawks will call their final timeout to get Trae Young back on the floor.
This is why you don't hang your head if you're Deandre Hunter. This is why when Brandon was putting a hurt on you for stretches of this basketball game, the great defenders in this league, you got to just forget about it. Short memory on the defensive end. Keep competing. This is Deandre Hunter. Look at his teammates slapping him 5. Coaching staff going to go over and say, great job. You said it, Dave. Tough shot. I mean, he catches it cleanly because Hunter slips, trying to fight him every step of the way. I like the no call because Brandon was falling down opposite. And this is definitely off Trey Murphy.
Off his right knee. Officials are not even reviewing it. It was clear to them live that it's Atlanta ball.
Yeah, it's going to be Atlanta basketball.
On the inbound pass. That was just their first turnover of the quarter. Again, it happened after the missed shot by Ingram, thanks to the good defense by Deandre Hunter. So even if New Orleans is able to foul, and Atlanta makes free throws, they don't have a timeout, they can't advance it. Even if they get the steal, they got to go three-quarter court here in a second and a half.
So about a second, 1.5 seconds remaining in this game. Let's see if the Pels can slow them down on the ball. So it's going to be 0.6.
I think there was miscommunication between Gallinari and
That's going to be free throws for Atlanta.
Trey just said my bad. Yeah, he stopped.
Oh, yeah, he sure did.
So Young will go to the line. He's only taken one free throw tonight, and he made that. He is 17 of 17 on the season. Led the NBA in total made free throws a year ago. Again,
So Trae Young goes to the line. He's 1 for 1 for the free throw line.
with 6/10 of a second back on. No timeouts for New Orleans, so the Pelicans could not advance.
First one's up, and it is good. 101-99. So the second free throw. Okay, the Lakers are down 108-100. That's in the fourth quarter. Minnesota on top, 101-90. Those games are going on as we speak.
For Trae Young.
Miami wins their game 106-93. So,
7 here in the fourth quarter.
and the second one is good. So it's a convert 102-99. So let's see if the Pels can inbound it for the last second shot. Nope. The end of the game is over.
Improved to 3-1. With a come from behind win, they trailed by 16 in the first half, then blew a fourth quarter lead after they couldn't score the first half of that fourth quarter.
The final score tonight, Pelicans lose 102-99. 102-99 is your final score. We will have the Willie Green press conference in just a few moments, so we will be on live. Post-game coverage begins now here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Final score 102-99. So let's go ahead and give you the stats. We'll give you go ahead and give you the breakdowns. It will break the stats down. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, the stats are on your screen. Pelicans did shoot 43% tonight. They held Atlanta to about 41%. That's 40 of 96 shots. 3-point shooting, the Pels were 11 of 36 for about 30%. Also, the free throw line, Pels were 8 of 9 tonight for about 88.9%. Now, on rebounding, the Pels was out rebounding 55-45, also 21-10 on offensive boards, and 35-34, Pels led on defensive boards. Now the assists, the Pels led 24-21, steals, Pels led 5-4, block shots, Pels led 6-6. Now both teams had 11 turnovers tonight. 13 points off of those turnovers was Atlanta's, and 14 was the Pelicans off of 11 of those turnovers as well. Now fast break points, Pels trailed 14-12. They also trailed in the points in the paint. So points in the paint, 52-48 was the tally. So once again, your final score. Let's go ahead and go over the box score tonight, and we'll give you the fourth quarter box stats. Okay. For Atlanta, Collins had 16. Hunter had 5. Capella had 13. Hunter had 13. Capella had 5. Young had 31 tonight. Bogdanovich had 12. Gallinari had 9. Reddish had 5. Dang had 2. Wright had 7. And Hunter Hundley and Hurdley had 2 in the game tonight. Now for the New Orleans Pelicans, Brandon Ingram had 20 points tonight. Jones had 8. Valanciunas had 16. Graham had 21. Walker had 6. Temple had 6. Hayes had 8. Lewis had 6. And Murphy had 8 in the game tonight. So that is your box score. So that is your box score. We'll give you the 4 quarter stats. So let me go ahead and give you the 4 quarter stats. And we'll break down. We'll give you the we'll give you the 4 quarter stats. 4 quarter stats. Pels shot 29%. Also, Atlanta shot 29%. 2-point shooting, the Pels shot 26%. And Atlanta shot 31%. Now, the 3-point shooting, Pels were 3 of 9 for about 33%. Also, they were Atlanta was 2 of 8 for about 25. Free throw shooting, Pels were at 75% and Atlanta at 60%. Now the rebounding aspects, Pels trailed 5-4. They also led 12-10 on defensive boards, and total boards they led 16-15. That's in tonight's game. So that was in the 4th quarter. We'll go to the 3rd quarter stats because we were not on doing the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd quarter. Okay, Pels shot 50%. Atlanta shot 45% in the 3rd quarter. 2-point shooting in the 3rd quarter. Pels were at 70%. Atlanta was at 47%. 3-point shooting. Pels was 2 of 8 in the 3rd quarter. Atlanta was 2 of 5 for about 40%. So that was in the 3rd quarter. So next one is free throw shooting. The Pels didn't get on the line. Atlanta got on the line 4 times and converted 4 shots for about 100%. So that was in the game. Rebounding aspects, the Pels trailed 5-0. They also led 7-6 and also led trailed 11-7 on those rebounds. Now let's go to the 2nd quarter stats. We didn't do the 2nd quarter stats. We'll do the 2nd quarter stats. Pels shot 38% in the 2nd quarter. Atlanta shot 73%. 2-point shooting, the Pels were at 50%. And Atlanta was at 75%. 3-point shooting, Pels was 2 of 10 for about 20%. And Atlanta, 5 of 7, 71%. Free throw shooting, both teams shot pretty well. Now the rebounding aspects, the Pels led 4-2. They also trailed 9-5 on defensive boards and also 11-9 on the total boards. Now turnovers was 5-3 in favor of the Pelicans. Okay, we'll go over to the 1st quarter stats. 1st quarter, Pels shot 56%. The Hawks shot 27. Also, the 2-point shots, Pels were at 62%. Atlanta was at 42%. 3-point shooting, Pels were 4 of 9 for about 44%. The Hawks were 0 for 10. That was in the 1st quarter. Now the free throws, both teams was at 100%. Rebounding aspects, Pels trailed 9-2. They also led 11-9 on defensive boards and trailed 18-13 on the total board. So that was in tonight's game. Final score. So we did the final stats and also the quarter stats. So final score 102-99. We will go over to the Willie Green press conference. We will begin doing that in just a few minutes. So let me get that switched in and we'll have it for you. So I'm going to switch it over in just 1 second. We're going post-game show. We're going to head to the post-game show in about 4 minutes. So 4 minutes away from post-game coverage. We'll have it for you. So if you want to come in and discuss Pelicans basketball, your opportunity is now. You can go through the chat room. Or if you want to video chat, you can video chat through the StreamYard links. I posted one on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, if you need a link, we will give it to you. So that'd be for the Facebook viewers as well. So final score 102-99 is your final. So we're waiting for Willie Green's press conference. He should be up in just a few moments. So let's go ahead and give you a scoreboard update. So we're going to give you a full scoreboard on NBA games going on tonight. So I'm going to put those into the box. And we'll give you those full NBA scores as we go. Okay, full NBA scoreboard tonight. We're waiting for the okay, Timberwolves lead 105-92. So 105-92. Timberwolves lead the Bucks. The Thunder leads the Lakers 110-102. Also, the Suns just started 3-2. Suns on top. Other games tonight. Charlotte wins 120-111. Washington wins 116-107. Miami wins 106-93. And Toronto wins 118-110. Now, the game between the Grizzlies and Trailblazers just begun. So they're just begun in just a second. 9:30 will be the Clippers and the Cavaliers at 9:30. So 9:30 Clippers and Cavaliers will play. So if you're in here, if you want to come in, so we'll give you up. So we'll go over to the press conference in just a few minutes. We're waiting for the press conference to begin. Once it begins, we will go over to it. Okay, we're going to give you a Major League Baseball update. So it just give you a Major League Baseball game update. So I'll give you a game update on Astros and Braves. Okay, the Braves down 6-2. That's in the bottom of the sixth. One out in the inning, so 6-2 Braves on top. 6-2 Astros. Excuse me, Astros. So Astros on top 6-2. So that's going on, and that's in the bottom of the sixth. Now we'll give you an NHL update, and we'll go over to the press conferences. That'll be in just a few minutes. We're waiting for them to come on. Okay, NHL scores. Toronto leads 3-2. Stars lead 2-1. Final score tonight, Panthers win over the Bruins 4-1. Also, Red Wings win 3-2. And also, Edmonton will take on Philadelphia and just will begin in just a few minutes on TNT. That is around 9 o'clock. So after 9, so you'll be able to turn it over to TNT and watch the NHL. So we're waiting. We're just waiting for the press conference to come up, and we'll have it in a second. They'll be rolling in just a second. We'll switch it. So if you got any comments about tonight's game or questions about tonight's game, you can post your comments inside the chat room. We are looking at you on the
offensive rebounds for Atlanta.
Okay, let's get to
Last one with John
Coach
Collins.
Green's press conference.
It was a rough night on the board.
Let's go ahead and put that in.
We talked about it.
There it is.
Before the game, we talked about it at halftime. We talked about it in huddles. But give credit to the Hawks. That's what they do. They've done it at a high level in playoff games. A veteran team like that, they went in and just crashed. We just have to be better in that area. The guys know it. But I'm extremely proud of our guys. We fought. We brought the physicality, toughness. We executed pretty good. We just came up a little short.
I know these guys are going to ask you probably about the last play. I want to ask you about having Herb Jones and Trey Murphy on the floor at the end of the ball game and the confidence you have with those two young men to have them in that type of situation, and what the experience of being in an end of the game situation like that is going to be for them moving forward.
Yeah, Herb and Trey are experienced basketball players. They played in big games in college. They know how to play, and they need to go through this. It's important for us. It's important for our program that those two young guys get this type of experience, along with Najee, along with Jackson and Nikhil, who's still young. But we trust that we can put them on the floor. They know how to switch screens. They know how to play the right way and make plays, which they did.
Yeah, two things for me. We saw that first possession of the game. Herb picking up Trey, pretty far up the court. Just what went into decision to put Herb on Trey.
Well, he's a big wing, 6'6", 6'7", physical, and with Trey Young, we want to put size on him to try to contest his shots. I think I got up here earlier and said we want to hold him to 21 and not 31. With who he got 31 on us, but I thought Herb and the rest of the guys did a really good job of just trying to make it tough on him. But he's an all-star for a reason. He can go out and just kind of move the pieces on the chessboard and get to his spots.
And then we saw 2 nights ago, Brandon closed Minnesota out from the right side of the floor. Was that kind of playing there in the final night? You guys just get him the ball right side of the floor.
Yeah, it was. We wanted to put the ball in his hands and give him an opportunity to win the game for us. I thought he had a good look on it, but maybe they got a piece. Maybe it was a foul. I don't know. I have to go back and look at the tape. But we definitely wanted to put the ball in Brandon's hands and have him will us to a win. We just came up short tonight.
With the energy that the team started with, the intensity that they had the entire game, all the not
what you would want, but how much confidence are they playing with, and how much are they starting to believe in what they can do?
I think we're getting better and better. This is growth. That's a veteran team, an experienced team, and I've talked about it, but we want teams to leave this arena and not want to have to play against us because of our physicality, because of our toughness, our ability to guard, and our ability to rebound and execute on the offensive end. No moral victories, though, for us. We're all disappointed that we didn't win this game, and we just have to continue to grow together.
As a coach, how do you balance that end of the game where you need to be on the glass, but I want to be able to switch everything and take JV off? And what kind of goes through your mind as you're trying to figure out what lineups to put down there at that time?
It was just a feel, Trey Young was trying to put Jonas in pick and rolls at the end of the game because he felt like he could get downhill, he can create, and we went small and just readied the screens to try to keep him from doing that and make him have to play more of a one-on-one game. Look, he's a good player, so whatever you throw at him, he's seen it before, he knows what's coming, but I thought our guys did a good job of trying to make it tough on him. That's all you could do.
Yeah, and another nice game from Devontae. He had a couple moments where he had big shots for you guys where you needed it. You spoke last game about him getting more comfortable with this team, figuring out his flow. Just what did you see from him tonight?
More of the same. To your point, he is getting more comfortable. He takes and makes tough shots and big shots, and he did that for us tonight. And we're going to continue to put the ball in his hands, Brandon, Jonas right now, and have those three just continue to play at a high level. I think Devontae he's coming along pretty good right now.
And this was your first opportunity to have a game really come down to the last 2 minutes. Just what did you see from the execution? Not just that last play, but just the overall execution in the final 2 minutes.
I thought our execution was pretty good. I'm always going to go back and look at the film and find ways that I can be better as a coach and put us in a better situation to win games. But once again, our guys, everyone that played, they went in and they fought.
They played hard. They played together. We had opportunities to win this game, but we came up short. I think the big picture for us is that we'll win games like this in December and January, February. Thank you, guys.
Okay, once again, Coach
That's the smart thing.
Coach Green talking about tonight's basketball game, tonight's game
It's the smart thing
with the Pelicans
protect yourself.
losing the game tonight 102-99. I'm gonna be honest with you. Look, they sure they played their hearts out. Sure, they had a 16-point lead and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is, look, you gotta grow. You gotta grow as a team. You got to learn how to win. Continue to do that. And if you continue to do it, you'll be fine. But the way they play, rebounding and stuff like that, that's like I said, it's going to happen. It's going to happen sooner rather than later. So, on that note, thanks for joining us here for this for Pelicans and Hawks game tonight. We will be back on tomorrow. For Tulane and Saints preview. We'll also have another preview that'll be Southeastern on Thursday night. We'll have the Southeastern preview on Thursday and the Saints preview on tomorrow. So everybody have a good rest of your night. Hopefully you survived the weather tonight. The weather was really bad tonight. The lights went out. We had a hour to 2 hour wait, so it was well worth it. So final score 102-99 here on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So everybody have a good rest of your evening.